This is Mr. B Man coming from West Point, Mississippi. Coming to you again from it's the same day. I just did a video showing my yard and the fruit trees blooming. I'm in my yard again, and I'm checking out the hive that I thought was the weakest hive going in through the winter. Didn't think they might have enough stores to make it through to the honey flow. They completely emptied one frame that was on the outside. And have they actually did both. They actually emptied both sides. So beautiful comb. Couldn't ask for a better looking comb. Uh, this is another frame that was on the outside that has pollen in it and nectar. And with the presence of nectar like that, that means they're already out gathering nectar and stuff. So I don't think I had to be worried about them, because the rest of the frames, I'm looking down in here, they're full on both sides. I pulled a couple out and they're full. They're full on both sides. I mean, they have plenty of honey. Very big number of bees. Gonna come back in maybe like a couple of weeks and start giving. I don't know if the queen is gonna need to lay. If not, she has room to lay in two of the frames I see on the outside, but she don't have any other frames to lay in. And about another week or so, I'm gonna come in and take the bottom part off and look into that hive and see. And look into the bottom box and see what's going on. I really don't feel I need to go into the bottom box and check things out right now, because they have a lot of honey in the top and the weather has warmed up, and they seem to be where they're clustered right in the middle of these frames and stuff, and they're bringing in nectar because it's nice and sunny. Some of the wildflowers are blooming. My little orchard's blooming. A lot of trees have started to bloom around here. Redbud and pear and crabapple. A lot of them started to bloom, so I think we're gonna be all right. But it's always best to go in your hives and check out and see what's going on. You have a suspicion. This is one of my warrior hives from last year that failed. I had a Russians and Italians in it, and they failed because I had them in the shade with hive beetles, and hive beetles got them both. One of them swarmed, and I think I may have caught that wild swarm, which is in one of my hives, Langstroth hives across the way there. I'll give y'all a look at that later. But this was my Langstroth hive, and I was able to salvage some comb from it and pull back one of the observation window. I'm gonna pull back another one, and good comb is in there. So I'm gonna take this and try to make a swarm box out of this one box here and put a top on it and put it in a tree and see if I can get me a wild swarm to come in there. Then once the swarm gets in, I just take the box and put it on top of this, and bam, no hassles, no problems, very easy installation. That's the plan anyway. I believe it's gonna work. There's a empty nuke box I had out here because I thought they was gonna swarm, and I didn't have time to watch them because I had to go to work. And it's empty. This has like large frames in it, and I think we're gonna convert that into a swarm box also. But anyway, this is Mr. B Man. It's the first update of the spring. I'm gonna be getting my garden ready soon too. But let me give y'all some gardening tips and stuff on strawberries and other items I'm gonna be trying to grow this year in my garden. This is Mr. B Man signing out from West Point, Mississippi.